Said I remember that. I remember that. Said I remember that. I remember that. That's why I just clicked in all of a sudden. I remember that. Yeah, going to the YMCA. Yeah, I remember that. Going to house parties and doing all kind of shit. I remember that. I remember dates and foes. Yeah, I remember that. Running through the hood playing a running game. Yeah, I remember that. And then it just didn't go no way you wanted it to go. I remember that. Riding bikes all through the hood. I remember that. When crack hit the hood. I remember that. Cause I remember that. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Like yesterday. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Cause I remember that. The first time I smoked some weed. I remember that. Yeah, the first time I sold a piece of crack. I remember that. Yeah, first time I seen a pound of weed. I remember that. Yeah, the first time I got my piece of coochie. I remember that. Yeah, the first time I got my butt kicked. I remember that. I remember that. The first time I shot a gun. I remember that. I remember that. My best friends. I remember that. I remember that. Yeah, hanging out at Chi-Chi's. I remember that. I remember that. When I used to have to go and scrap for my friends. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Said I remember that. Cause I remember that. I remember that. Just like yesterday. I remember that. And things ain't changed that much. Cause I remember that. And I'ma always be a man. And I remember when I was a kid. Now I got kids. It's crazy. I remember when my son first came out. I remember that. Yeah, and my baby mama was on her back. I remember that. Now a nigga out here doing what he gotta do to survive. I remember that. When the struggle was hard as hell. Yeah, I remember that. When my mama used to give me a whooping. Yeah, I remember that. Going to school, getting in trouble every day. I remember that. When Mr. Kemp used to give me a token and send me home cause I didn't have a belt on. I remember that. Said I remember that. I remember that. Just like it was yesterday. I remember that. Said I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Down south off top of this, freestyling. I remember that. Said I remember that. Just like it was yesterday.